not gonna tempt me.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Right Reality Podcast. My name is Steven.
And my name is Mixie. We are here to recap episode 9 of Temptation Island, beginning of the end. Now, before we get into this episode, everyone, we've already prefaced this in episode 8, and I just want to reiterate. Steven and I both agree, episode 9 of Temptation Island is always the worst. It is a snooze fest. I'm sure if you're involved and like watching it normally, the dates are interesting. As podcasters, it is nearly impossible to make this episode entertaining.
Yes, so we will be playing the how long can we talk about this game?
Yes.
It will continue for however long this game is actually taking place, which is this entire episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will move on. Hopefully there's some fun stuff that me and Miss can talk about, because that's what you come here to the number one for. You don't come here to hear other people bitch and moan and try to do 2 episodes for the entire run of the show and just have absolutely boring-ass personalities during the entire thing while one person sounds like they're on a phone from the 1980s.
It would never be us. We'll do our best to entertain during this episode, but I do want to preface with, if we hit farther than 30 minutes, we deserve a fucking award.
Yeah, you better send us all the awards. You better send us all the donos if we get.
There's a couple interesting things that happen. I'm not going to act like that it was a complete dud, but in the grand scheme of Temptation Island, episode 9 always sucks. So let's get into what we have.
Yeah, let's get into what we have. I'm going to try to lead us out of the gate strong.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I like it.
Yemen's heart fit, the fit with the kissy hearts.
Yes.
The pajamas.
Yes.
Then later,
Yeah.
she's wearing them.
Yes, matching pajamas, not dating.
I mean, listen, I love this woman. I think she's
yeah.
great. But it's a hell of a move
It is.
if you're really pissed off about Tyler being in a relationship. And if this is your way of being like, hey, when they played pickleball, they were wearing the same cute outfit and put eye makeup on, it's a bold choice. That's all I'm going to say.
I just feel like Taylor and Yemen have gone from friends to basically full-blown dating in like a 10-hour time span.
Yes, 100%.
And it's concerning.
It's very concerning to me as well, as a person who doesn't know her in real life, but as like a friend. I'm just going to call her a friend. I think we could both call her friend.
Okay.
We've DM'd with her, no big problem. It's a bit of a problem because, listen, seems like a nice guy, but as we said right from the get-go,
What does he have? What does he have? He has a dangle cross earring.
And what does that mean, everybody?
Singular dangle cross earring.
Single dangle cross earring. He was already on another dating reality show. Lives in Los Angeles.
T-Mobile
doing
ads.
T-Mobile commercials.
I don't like just, pinning a person a certain way. He does seem like a good guy. However,
But they all seem like good guys. That's part of the act, Mix.
Exactly.
There were so many things that this man has said in the last 2 episodes that I'm like, oh, this is not the first time my guy has said this.
Absolutely not.
And she's reacting the way she's like looking at him. I'm like, I can see how this works.
It does work, and it works numerous times, and that's how he became a dangle cross earring guy.
100%.
It makes sense logically. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt because out of all of the fuckboys that we've seen on shows like this, he does seem the nicest. But that, again, like you said, is part of the game.
There you go. It's part of it, ladies.
But to bring...
If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck and waddles like a duck, it a duck. It a fucking duck.
I'm going to take out the possibility that is very real that production gave him these pajamas.
That was my next question. Where did these pajamas come from?
It's likely.
But
if
my man brought pajamas
yes,
and a matching set for a lady,
yes,
We need to
run.
That dangle cross needs to be on the fucking floor.
Get your shoes on, tie them tight, and run at full speed in the opposite direction.
The emergency exits from Temptation Island are at the front, the wings, and the back of the airplane. And you need to find one of them right fucking now.
It ain't it. It ain't it. And I'm so glad we're discussing this because, man, did my radar go off on that. And for them to be kissy face and hard, like, it would be different if they were like gingham, right? Or like just red. But they were like lovey-dovey matching pajama sets. And they're like on the couch, like giggling together and stuff. I'm just like.
That's relationship giggling as far as I'm concerned, man.
Absolutely.
That's not flirty giggling. That's like, oh, and she keeps trying to be like, well, it's not just like this. It's not just like this. And I'm like, but you know, it really looks like it. And you know, that whole thing about actions versus like your words, like it looking like you also swapped up. You also switched it in.
Well, we somehow made matching pajamas 4 minutes. We're doing so well. Let's continue on. I once again asked the question, who the fuck is Nikki?
I don't know where Nikki comes from. I don't know if Nikki is a mirage that we are seeing at certain points.
Makes
I
more
don't know
sense.
if Nikki's name is ever actually on screen.
I don't know
But
how I
she's
knew
there.
it.
She's there, and I go, your final date, which, again, we can have a separate discussion about how we improve episode 9 of Temptation Island. Here's the thought. Don't make a poor single who's supposed to come mix it up and is on the verge of legal prostitution go ring shopping with a man.
Who? Oh, my God. Why are we taking a random woman we just met? Again, let's put this in the timeline. At best, over a month ago. At best.
There's no way this was a month of filming.
I'm just giving it at best a month ago. You're taking a random human who, again, we have never seen you interact with. Maybe you have, and they cut it all out, but never seen you interact with, ring shopping for another woman.
Can you imagine that?
Now, this is when you say this is above my pay grade. I was paid to prostitute. I was paid to make you cheat on your girlfriend. I was not paid to go to this random ring shop in Hawaii, help you pick it out, and then talk to you about what you're going to say when you propose to a girl I've never met. And also, I was brought here to make you break up with.
Yeah. And also, more question for Alexa, a.k.a. Eyebrows, in case you forgot. That's her real name.
Yes.
How do you feel about this? How do you feel about a random woman who you've never met, not your best friend, not your potential sister, not your like college girlfriend, not like your sister-in-law or like Nino's sister or like Lion's sister or whoever who like knows you well?
The only thing that you know about this girl is whatever her boyfriend has said that also he's been venting about.
Yes. I like how she said, apparently, we have the same skin complexion. And I'm like, odd thing to say.
The whole thing is weird as fuck.
Yes. I've been given an update in live time, just under a month of actual filming time. So
I was giving him way benefit of the doubt.
Right reality journalism up really good right now.
Okay, since we're talking about Lion, I need to discuss this.
Okay. Maybe it's what I'm thinking you're going to say, but I don't know.
There's a lot of bad places to propose, but I'm going to argue the final bonfire of a reality show that you went on with your girlfriend to basically put yourself in a brothel to see if you'll cheat on her and then proposing to her at the end of it. I don't think there's a worse place than that.
Ooh.
I hate when people propose on Temptation Island. You got to think long term here, right? Your parents, her parents, who we get into later and we're going to discuss, are seeing your proposal on this show. During your proposal, in the span of your proposal, we're seeing flashbacks to a threesome. We're seeing shower fucking. While it's not you, it's still in the show. We're seeing you also flirting with a girl because you wanted to do the experience, all in the same show. And you're going to fucking do the thing that you're deciding to spend the rest of your life with this person, a big fucking thing, on this show. I just do not understand it.
Okay, I'm going to take a swing at the reasoning for this, and it goes back to the question I did not ask yet. I'm thinking a deal was struck with Lion.
Oh, I'm sure they paid for the ring.
Hey, we'll buy the ring.
Yeah.
Up to X. If you do it, because we don't know how the rest of this show's going to play out. We don't know if there's going to be a murder-suicide at the end of this. Like, we don't know.
Yeah.
And we need a little bow. And you all seem like a good bow to tie the show around, even though none of the other couples came out, which is a little weird, but I understand the logistics that they weren't all there, but that's fine. That's neither here nor there. Anywho, we'll pay for the ring because, again, I was like, did he, like, bring ring money to the island? Like, is he okay with, like, that being the jeweler that provided the ring? So many questions. But I could see them saying, hey, we'll give you, again, I don't know what your ring costs, $50K or whatever. I don't fucking know. $50K towards a ring if you do it on the thing. And my guy Lion likes a deal. My guy Lion is like, I'll do that.
Maybe
I'll do that. They'll make it look real nice, too. I won't have to, like, put, like, shitty rose petals on the thing, right? Like, I won't have to do a shit-ass job. I have this beautiful, stunning-looking thing at the end of this, and I think it'll be a romantic gesture to be like, hey, look, I did it, and look at me. Did I do a good job? Tell me I did a good job. I'm lying.
I mean, sure, I get that. Maybe I'm just, like, in the minority here, but I would rather get a ring with no rock on it than be proposed to on Temptation Island.
A ring on a string?
Yeah. Give me a fucking ring pop, and don't fucking propose to me on a show that we went on to see if you cheat on me.
If you would cheat. I will say two things. I pretty sure you hate a public proposal, though. Correct? Like at a baseball stadium.
Oh, that's what I was saying.
Things.
Well, that was in the cards of when I was saying there's some bad places to propose. That would also be one of them.
Does this count? This is wait for it. Public adjacent.
It is public adjacent. I don't care about proposing on a show. Like, there's shows that it makes sense. Like, well, Love is Blind is part of the
Bachelor.
thing. But, like, yeah. And, like, fucking, I don't know, other dating shows. But, like, this show's full purpose is to go on and see if you're going to fuck someone else. The people they bring on to this show is to try to fuck you. To propose at the end of it is crazy to me. I just, like, think about your children. When you're like, oh, you want to see how mommy and daddy propose? And they're fast forwarding through fucking Big Lots, fucking Natalie in a shower.
I get what you're saying. I don't think they show the entire show. I get how the kids might find that because that's how it works.
But even like the precipice of the proposal is them
is not
deciding
being sure
if they're going to stay together or not. Obviously, we knew they were going to stay together, but I'm sure we haven't gotten to episode 10, but I'm sure they're going to have a conversation about like the bad things in their relationship, how they're going to work on that, all of that stuff. And even if you are fast forwarding to show your kids when they're 8 or 9, when they're 15, they're watching the season.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I hate it.
I'm just going to say I never thought, I felt like there was never a chance that either one of these people were going to stray. I feel like they understood what they came for, and that was the whole thing. We'll talk about that more come episode 10 for the final bonfire. We'll talk about that when we get there. Okay, so that might answer my ring about my question about where did the ring come from. Did you bring ring money to Hawaii?
I'm sure you're right. I'm sure they were like, hey, you're thinking about proposing. You are in love with this woman. Why don't we make this work for you? We'll give you X and you can do X, Y, and Z. I'm sure that's the case. For me personally, I would rather put a bow on. We're leaving together. We're going to figure this out later. And then in the recap or posting on social media later, you post the proposal. That to me makes a lot more sense. It's a lot more intimate. And also it's just cleaner.
Yeah, I think if the show was a shorter run, and again, now we're getting the weeds of not what we do on this Temptation Island podcast, but that's fine. If you have like a Bachelor turnaround, which is like 2 to 3 months from end of filming to start of airing, different. They filmed this, I think, May of last year.
That's what I'm saying, too.
We're like 8 months deep at this point, 9 months deep. I think it's hard for these people to leave and like publicly post. I wonder if they did.
No, they didn't. I looked through. All of
them. They didn't. But I do want to say they were the only couple that had
posts
each other still in their photos. So that was kind of a giveaway. But I can understand. I'm not going to take this person off my profile.
I feel like that's part of the Temptation Island contract is like clear them from your socials. But we don't know that for a fact. We're just guessing. Last thing, so we'll tie a bow on the eyebrow situation. Lion calls Eyebrows dad. Mm-hmm. I now know where the eyebrows came from. Thank you for putting a bow on that for me. Thank you.
So, is this Mr. Eyebrows?
Eyebrows got eyebrows from dad, so yes, Mr. Eyebrows.
Mr. Eyebrows. Okay, so Mr. Eyebrows. I like how Mr. Eyebrows got some airtime.
Yeah, it was nice for him. Also, just another side note that I thought was hilarious. When Lion told the guys that he was going to propose, one of them, I didn't write down who, but one of them said, "Damn, man, that's what's up." And that just is quintessentially this show.
I'm 90% sure it was Big Lots.
I think it was Big Lots, too. It could have been Tyler. Or Bree, let's be honest. It is, damn, man, that's what's up.
Yeah, what's up? That's what's up. Yeah. One pussy for the rest of your life. Dab it up, baby.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. You get her snap yet? Private snap. Links in the bio. Let's move on.
Okay.
I do want to talk about the final dates.
Cool. Go ahead. I didn't write anything down. All you.
Let's just say in true Temptation Island fashion, the houses and the location of said final dates are vastly different from each other, and I'm here for it this time. It's great.
I'm always here for it. I want to be clear. I love it.
Bree got a tree house, which I think we used last year, which was great. And then Trendy Tyler and Kay got like a mansion just by themselves, which the drone flew through in the car. How many takes of that? Also, what's the insurance on letting Trendy Tyler take out a classic car like that? Crazy.
Again,
crazy. Meanwhile,
wild.
Nito and I'm pretty sure Shantae just were told to stay at the original villa they were in.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Speaking of Shantae, I do want to say before they went on their final dates, Shantae starts crying about the guys leaving and that they are all family. When they show the guys as she's crying, I have never seen men care less in their entire lives.
Yemen went off to the side and looked like he was crying. And I'm like, hey,
you don't care.
That fuckboy act never sleeps. Never sleeps. You got to pretend you're emotional because your bros are leaving. If the ladies left, he wouldn't care, but these are his bros. This is who he daps up.
Yeah, who else is he going to be like, with? You know what I mean?
You going to do some TikTok lives with me and do battles when I get home? Not that he's doing that.
Of course he is. Of
100%
course he is.
is.
Why would I have thought anything other than that? God damn.
I just love the fact that they have wildly different villas that they're staying in, wildly different dates, which is, again, quintessential Temptation Island, and we love everything about it.
Love it.
Big Lots and Natalie, let's talk about them really quickly. And I think for the first time with Natalie, he kind of has to be real. And he just clams up when he's got to be emotional with Natalie.
Yep.
Clams up. He like loses all the words. He's like, I got to be emotional, and clams up from what we see. But when he gets to have fun with her and just be like super sexual and have fun, Big Lots is having a great time.
He's crushing.
And I think we see exactly what was the issue with Big Lots and Ashley's relationship.
Absolutely.
Is they've moved past the point where it was just fun, and now they're dealing with like emotional stuff, and neither of them were happy, and they wanted to like just like be whatever at that point. But again, this is what the advantage of like being in a new relationship is. It's the honeymoon phase. And you're just like, hey, everything's great. We're banging all the time. We're making out. We're having fun. We're doing fun, cool dates.
Yeah.
And then she asks like one question about the bonfire and he's like,
it's almost like he's not emotionally mature at all. I don't want to jump to conclusions.
Maybe it's not that he's not emotionally mature. Maybe it's that he just doesn't know how to say things the right way. And we'll talk about that come the next episode. And we've seen it already where it just seems like we're trying to be too careful with what we say in a way that it comes off not being sincere.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that a thought's going through his brain. I would disagree with you, but sure. I would also like to note on the Natalie and Big Lots of it all, they flashed the ocean.
Who are you flashing? Mother Nature?
I was pissed. I was like, you motherfuckers, if you're going to flash the goddamn camera. What the hell is this?
Yeah.
You know what I said?
Huh?
Pussy chicken.
You pussy chicken?
Pussy chicken. Pussy chicken. You're going to flash the opposite way to camera. Pussy chicken.
You flash the ocean. You do not flash the camera like a man. Face the camera like a man. Show your manhood to the camera like a real man. I do it. I do it.
It made me mad.
If you guys don't know who that is, that's Turbo, the greatest human ever on the face of the earth. He's from The Challenge.
Check him
he's
out.
also an action hero star, apparently. I know we'll talk about this more. I don't know when this episode's going to come out versus when we recorded the other one, so I might be spoiling something, but I don't care. I really want to do what we were talking about.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, check out our challenge recap.
Oh, yeah.
And let us know if you want in on that.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Let's move on to Ashley and Mustache.
Mohawk. He's just a baby.
Outside in the outside shower?
Dude. They had to have fucked. Actually, I want to know. I might need to ask some questions because I need to know that they fucked because I need that for me.
Okay. Oh, we can't talk about it yet. Okay. We'll bring it up next episode. I'm going to try to write a note to remember. I almost did it again.
You're doing so good this time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I think for the first time, me and you both saw a clip that we both had the same physical reaction to.
Oh, you were in on that shit?
Not with him, obviously.
I was in with
You
that.
were looking at him. I was looking at her, and we were both having the same like.
Okay.
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 My guy is grabbing some ass, and I'm like, yeah, grab that ass. It looks like a delicious ass to grab, my guy.
He was grabbing it as if it was keeping him upright.
He was grabbing it as if it was a life flotation device and his plane had gone down.
White knuckle grab.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't know if she's into that. I'm not sure.
I mean, it was fucking hot. I'm not going to sit here and act like it wasn't. I'm not above that.
No, I don't think anybody said you were above that. So.
I just want to be very clear. I'm not above that.
Okay. In case you were thinking that, everybody at home, how dare you?
It ain't me. It ain't me.
It ain't your girl mix. Okay. And then they went into the room, started making out. Again, I'm starting to go, I feel like you're in a relationship now. You tell me you're not in a relationship right now. Because guess what? It kind of looks like you're in a relationship right now.
Again, same thing as Taylor and Yemen. It went from friends. Now we're dating. I don't understand how quickly these things are changing. Is it because they're like living together and dealing with all of this together? They're just like hop, skipping, and jumping over like the buildup and like the slow burn into dating.
I think it's the whole thing we talked about where you don't want to be the first one to mess up. But once somebody is messed up, you're just like.
But he messed up. He got post-nut clarity twice before any of this has happened.
Yeah, I understand that. But I think she was also like, well, I don't know if it's between these two. And then she starts hanging out with Mustache and
Mohawk.
He's just like, oh, you know. Blah, blah, blah. And then it's just like, I think she like gave her like, we don't know the timeline of how long this thing took. I still am upset that I don't see like day 32 on the screen or whatever it is.
Would
like,
be
that would
so
be
nice.
super helpful.
And as
Because
everybody
honestly,
knows, we love a
I thought this
timeline.
was like a 2.5 long week filming period. The fact that we're hearing it was just less than a month makes me think like 3.5 weeks, like day, maybe like 23 days.
Still on the surface, Steven, that's fucking banana land that this much has happened in that short period of time.
I completely agree with you, which makes it even crazier to think of the fact that you could be in a whole ass relationship. You could feel terrible that this person cheated and banged on you. And by the end, you're just like, oh, maybe I'm in a whole new relationship with somebody else.
Yup.
It's almost wilder. It's almost wilder that it takes this long for you to be like, okay, now I'm all in. The people who do it right out of the gate, I'm just like, well, yeah, you came here to do this. This makes way more sense. But then you're like grieving, and then you're like,
Well,
yeah,
just
okay.
happened.
I had 4 days to grieve, 3 days
Steven,
to grieve. I'm gonna make out.
I don't think you're taking into consideration how much of a sweet little angel baby Mohawk is. You can't say no to that. She said no for a very long time, and honestly, kudos.
Okay, I'll swing that back against the pickleball court and serve it back to Christina/Taylor. Same situation.
I would argue
Go ahead. Let's see what you got.
that
Defend.
Dangle Cross earring is not equivalent to Sweet Angel Baby Short Danny.
Okay.
Danny is a catch. Yemen is a fuckboy. We are in two different fields right now.
I'm here to say,
No, don't you fucking dare say that about my baby. He has a mohawk and the littlest baby mustache that he could possibly grow because he's only 22 and he can't grow a full one yet.
I'm here to say
No.
that the young version of a fuckboy might look exactly like that.
Veto.
You either have tons of tiny tattoos
No, don't
all
talk
over your
about him
body.
like this. No, don't listen to him, Mohawk. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You either have tons of tiny
No.
tattoos all over your body,
No.
or you go full college baseball player haircut style, wear sick glasses, bro, where things are dope, and you have the college baseball haircut.
Yeah, and a bandana, and sometimes you put your sunglasses on backwards because you're still a baby and you don't really know how they work. Let him live.
Listen, I don't know anything about this man, but I'm pretty sure this guy plays baseball.
Oh, 1,000,000%. I can tell you right now he does, and I have a full proof. There's a certain, side tangent, there is a certain type of ass on a man when you play baseball, and he has it. And I have never missed. I have called men out and been like, you played baseball. And they're like, yeah, how'd you know? I was like, I don't know. It's the ass. It is their ass. It's shaped a certain way. I can't put it into words. Yeah. I just know. You see their ass, they played baseball. It just is what it is.
Well, I will also say, as a guy who went to a college baseball school, college football school, college basketball school, no big deal, go Knowles, that this is now the look of young baseball players.
Hot.
Is this haircut style
and
the mustache and the sunnies and all that type of stuff. They all look the same.
Yeah, and
that's what I'm
don't
saying.
care.
They all look this. So Ashley's like, oh, I don't want to. I want to let him go, girl. There's like 80 of them down at your local university. 80 of them. Dime a dozen.
Mohawk
Dime
is
a
a
dozen.
special little being, and you cannot speak about him like this. Fuck you.
Done it.
Respectfully.
Yeah. Moving on. Let's see what I have here. I had that it seems like both of these people have just completely moved on.
Yeah.
To new relationships, even though that's what we were railing on their other people for doing. So kind of strange right here at the end. Mm-hmm. Natalie says to Big Lots, I think this is right after they flash, I'm a bit afraid. And he's like, about what? And she says that I won't see you again.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, that's what he did. He did nothing. No reassurance, nothing.
I can't imagine why she's concerned about if she's going to see him again. That's crazy.
He was like, well, I'm like, you froze?
The funniest part was that, like, when they were doing the paddleboard, I don't remember if that's episode 9 or if that was episode 8, but when they're doing the paddleboard and he's doing his little ITM by the water and he's like, I want to ask her questions. I want to know, like, can she meet my daughter? And then we fast forward to this, and now she's just like, am I gonna see you again? And he's like,
well, he was like, so like, would I just like come to Arizona? And I'm like, that's kind of how it works.
that would be how you'd see me, or I would come to you. We'd have to be in the same place.
And I kind of assume if you do have like a little one that you're responsible for, even like part-time, that she might have to come to you, which again, don't know how many like 10s are being like, I'm just going to get on a flight. Also, ladies, I knew this was a little trend for a little while. Y'all like post-COVID were like flying across the country to see men's. What are you doing? He comes to you, ladies.
If he's paying for it.
No, we don't do that. That's.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't. I like my home where I can be and live. I don't disagree, but I mean, I'm not going to shit on it. The last note I have is all 4 of the girls sit together and they kind of debrief on what's going to happen at the final bonfires. All 4 of the guys do the same thing. And once again, the guys are talking and I get more, that's what's up. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Just nothing. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. You just cheated on your girlfriend, and you're gonna talk to her, and you're gonna say, "Hey, I'm sorry I cheated." That's what's up.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Damn. Yeah.
You lay that pipe. Yeah.
Gonna get your girl back after you fucked 2 girls at once because it didn't matter because it wasn't one, so it's not really cheating.
Yeah. You know, I didn't really like that haircut style till I saw it on you with your weird mustache. I'm in.
No. No. That is not what happened then. That's all I have for this episode. Did you have anything else?
Last thing, they set the tone for the final bonfire. And do you know how we set the tone here, everybody? You might be thinking, well, how do they know how the tone is going to be set for the final bonfire?
Do you know how I wish they set the tone for the final bonfire?
Yes, I would love to know what you would think it would be.
You're not gonna tempt me. You're not gonna forget me.
It was not, though.
You're
it was
not gonna tempt me. Oh, I miss it.
I miss it so much. No, the way we set the tone is we have one person come out, and then we turn to our Lord and Savior, Mr. Marky Mark.
In a baby blue suit.
With a 12 out of 10 fit.
Ugh.
Those
eyes were popping. Popping.
Oh, my God.
He looked down the barrel of the camera. I was like, sir, I need a warning. You can't hit me with light directly in the face like that, my guy.
Dabbing myself off right here. I'm feeling
stunning.
Feeling very flushed right now, Mr. Marky Mark. Just staring right at me through the home on a weekday. Be careful, sir. Be careful.
The sun's still out.
I got my window shades open. I gotta close those bad boys.
Breeze.
I gotta close those bad boys. I'm hearing the ice cream truck out front.
The children are getting off the school bus. What are we doing?
They're getting a cone. It was almost Schmidt. They're getting an ice cream cone. Can't do it like this. How dare you? Okay. That's the end of this episode, everybody. That's the end of all the audio and the video for right now. We will be back in a day or two with the final bonfire breakdown. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the comments. We love you very, very much, and we will see you soon.